Actually, I was thinking that the people who supported me, and since I reached 1,000, for all the help and for all the support that they gave me. Thank you, Sir Dong, Miss Ivy, to all the moderators and administrator of Dong Ivy community, and of course to all the members who supported me. And I also would like to thank Sicilian Bardinas for inviting me to Dong Ivy community. And also would like to thank my friend Che. She helps play my videos. So thank you, Che. And to my daughter who encouraged me and criticized me, and and to all my members of my family and friends who supported me to be part of the YouTube community, I guess. Anyway, um, I don't really have so much thing to talk, but some people just keep on singing or just have a silent life. I don't think I like to be silenced. I would just like this opportunity to talk. Yay! I still have 1 hour to talk though. Okay. Oops. I made some. Okay. What just happened? Okay. Okay. Oh, I changed camera. Yeah. It's 11 o'clock here. 11:10. So I have 15 more minutes to talk before I go to sleep. So let me tell you about why I choose to. Most of my content is about parenting. I think it's because being a parent is a very difficult task. I didn't realize until I have a child that, oh my goodness, what I'm gonna do? I am having I'm going to take care of another human being, and I don't even feel like I'm ready. But then it's already there. This is the reality. So I have to take care of it. I did some research, of course, mostly reading, since I don't have the first-hand experience of taking care of children. Although I work in a hospital before and take care of handicapped children, but I don't really take care normal children. Oh, wait a minute. I have an experience. I take care of handicapped children in a hospital. Anyway, I used to work in the uh, handicap. We take care. In before I was a nurse. I worked in 3 countries. You will believe that. Well, actually four, including my home country. I work in Philippines, UAE, UK, and United States. Yeah, 4 countries. That's the power of being a nurse. You can work anywhere. Anyway, so I choose parenting because thank this person who actually uh, make me realize that some people like me and them, that we are not really equipped to be a parent. We just try to deal everything and learn from our mistake. So but this person really makes me realize that I really like her, or am I really question myself, am I really like her, that I didn't realize that what I'm doing is wrong? Anyway, so I asked my own daughter and she told me, you're doing okay. Look at me, I'm not bad. So I realized, okay, I'm doing good. Anyway, so that's why I make this video. uh, my content is mostly parenting. I do some fairy videos because I like fairies, and well, actually, I like watching fairies because of my daughter. Anyway, that's the point. That is not the point. The point here is talking about parenting. I would like to tell people who are single or about to have a child, if you are not ready to have a kid, please don't have one. It's really a difficult life. It will affect you emotionally, mentally, physically, everything. It's like a so much thing that it will overwhelm you. So if you're not matured enough or ready enough to handle this kind of overwhelming events, please don't have a child, because growing a child or growing another person is not like growing a pet or taking care of pet, taking care of cat or a dog. When you take your dog or a cat or any other pet, you just feed them, touch them, give them some small time, play with them, um, take care of their hygiene, and that's it. No, growing a child is not like having a pet. It's is you are growing another human being, and this human being, as in your hand, you are molding them. I remember a verse in the Bible is that you train the child the way you want them to be. So, if you want to be train a good child, then you really have to work hard for it. It's just that discipline or training. I mean, discipline and training your child. It doesn't start when they are big. It starts from small and even an infant. Actually, I like to thank my sister because she's the one who helped me or told me that even if your child is a baby, you should start doing the discipline. Like, don't let her sleep all day and then in the night will she will be awake and bothering you. So what you will do is that in the daytime, try to play with her, talk to her as much as possible, keep her awake so that in the nighttime she will be sleeping and both of you will be sleeping nicely. So I grow my daughter, and she like that. Even if she's baby, I already discipline her, and I never really experienced uh, those bad day where you can. Yeah, I have bad days, but I mean, I don't experience like how many days I didn't sleep. Thankfully, because of my sister, she told me that I have to train and discipline my child when even if she's just an infant. So I didn't experience so much sleepless night, and I of course I breastfeed because it's the most convenient way. Really, you don't have to wake up and mix formula. All you have to do is just sluggishly or just cuddle your child even if your eyes is closed. Just give your breast and then feed her. It's an instant milk, actually, not an instant that you drink. I mean, for me, for the child, you get an instant milk. You don't have to boil water or buy formula or sterilize the bottles. Anyway, so, and also, mother's milk is very healthy. It has all the nutrients the child needs. Plus, there's a emotional attachment and bonding together that makes your child feel secure. So, yeah, I'm talking about my experience. So I first it was mixed feeding, but then I realized that it's better to be a full-time breast milk. It's prevent from her from having diarrhea as well. So that's it. I I know this is crazy, sound crazy, but I breastfed her until almost she's 4 years old. I only stopped breastfeeding when my sister told me, you need to stop. Your child's teeth will be deformed if you don't stop breastfeeding. So I stopped breastfeeding. And I don't even have problems. My child's oh, this biting thing. My child was there was a time in my breastfeeding when she grow her teeth and she's biting me. So I told her no biting or no milk. So I told her that, but still she tested me. So I didn't give her breast milk. I told her for not listening to me, you will not for biting me, you will not have milk for I mean like 1 hour. I think I can't remember, but I didn't give her. I even tried to physical. I tried to playfully at first. I tried to playfully trying to touch her mouth and tell it, see, I will hurt this mouth if you don't keep bite. If you hurt me, I'll hurt this mouth as well that bites me. I know it's not really very healthy. I realize that, but it works for me though. Plus the telling her that I'm not going to give her milk, and okay, what else I want to speak? Yeah, able to stress again that really taking care of another human. If you're not prepared or ready, please don't have a child. It's really difficult. It's not. It's you grow them emotionally, mentally. So much is involved. It's not just you have to. It involves all of your time, and you need to manage your time as well. Anyway, yeah, that's very important. So what else I want to talk about? Ah, the Dongivy community. Yes, they're very helpful. They help me grow my subscriber and promote my channel and having learning from other people. And I'm not really keen on vlogging. I mean, I'm not the person who enjoys facing camera and talking or um okay, I'm lost there. Anyway, is so I prefer to research, read, and share my ideas and what I've learned to other people, hoping that they learn more from me and that they apply this what they learn in their lives in their kids, making their life better than and their experience of taking care of kids more better than what I have experienced, because I was not really equipped before. Some of what I'm talking in my videos, I just currently learned them. I mean, some of them are fresh, and I'm glad that I said, oh, God, I'm glad that without further knowledge, just a mother instinct, I did this. So then I realized, oh, at least I'm done the good thing. Okay, not all of it. I'm not perfect, but there's a time in my life. I don't know. I'm so angry. I'm because I'm not aware that having kid is very difficult. I was not ready mentally. So I was angry most of the time when my child is like I told her uh, toilet training. Toilet training is very difficult in my growing my child. Maybe because I was like telling her that don't remove your diaper. I because I don't want to see mess, make her mess, make making urine or having her poo poo in the carpet or in the floor. Oh, I was angry when she did that one time. Well, actually, I think she was testing me also. How do I react? I was reacting very badly at that time. I was so angry because she make poo poo in the carpet and make it very difficult to clean when you somebody make when she make poo poo in the carpet. So I was so angry, and she saw me so angry, and she was like shocked. I think I maybe I give her emotional shock with my anger. I cannot control myself at that time. I didn't realize that I was also an angry person. Only then when I am a child, when I realized that I was an angry person, when my child starts to misbehaving, then she starts to, because I reinforce bad behavior also. I only give her more attention if she misbehave. I was busy at that time doing some research for my masteral, and I just be in front of computer doing research, reading, and then she has to, in order for her to get my attention, she has to behave badly. If she don't behave badly, I don't give her attention. I just leave it there. And she was not used to it because I used to play with her. So one time she, in order to get my attention, she pee on my computer, on my laptop. Oh, I was so angry, really. Then I didn't still realize that my daughter is not normal anymore. I mean, uh, she's developing a behavioral problem, and I'm not aware of it. I only get the awareness when we were taking public transport, and this old man was telling me, "Your kids is not sitting in for just even a minute, or she just keep on moving, standing and running." And then maybe your child has, he told me, that old man said, maybe you need to check your child, maybe he's having autism. You know, the word autism is like, ah, give me a shock. I just want to curse. What the hell are you talking about? What, do you even understand what is autism? I mean, look at my child. When you talk to her, she looks at in your eyes. She has playmates. She even goes to my neighbor, play with the kid in the neighbor. I mean, all the things, autism is, it's not present in her. All the signs and symptoms. I mean, and if you change her routine, she doesn't get angry. So, I know the signs of symptoms of autism. So, but what I realize is that my child will not stay put even for 10 seconds. They just keep on moving. She's like having hyperactivity, which is, but she was not like that before. So I started digging up, doing research, and I realized it was all about what I did. I didn't realize that I reinforcing her bad behavior or misbehavior when I give her attention only if she misbehaved. So from that on, the realization, I even stopped my research. I totally stopped it. I didn't continue. I didn't continue my master while all I need now is actually I need is my thesis. Anyway, I stopped it. I give full attention to my daughter, and and after that I talk to her from now on that mommy will give you more attention. You don't have to misbehave. So I always caught her playing, and I play with her, and then I told her, if you misbehave, I will ignore the behavior. So from now on, things will be different. So I really give her full attention. I play with her, and thank God I corrected the hyperactivity behavior, and all the misbehavior. So now my kid is okay. Some people think that he's a special child. For me, he is very special. I mean, she's my daughter. I grow her up. She respect me, and oh, she's obedient. She didn't give me trouble, even if she's a teenager. Yeah, there's some rebellion thing, but it's not really that compared to other children. I am lucky that I discipline here. At least when you start discipline your children at the early age and be consistent about it, when they become teenager, where the stage is really confusing to them, you will be surprised that all what you did when she was younger, all the discipline, all the consistency of if you say it, you have to do it. all those things, it can really harvest during the time when they are in their turmoil stage. So I don't have any headache of this thing until now, of course. Still have 2 more years before she became an adult. So hopefully, I'm not going to suffer and praying for that. That what I taught her will be applied in her turmoil stage, hopefully, and praying hard for that. And she will continue to be a good person, not a burden to other people. That's the most important thing. And continue not to throw garbage anywhere. Which is, I told her so much, don't throw your garbage anywhere. Don't be like these people. Just leave garbage everywhere. So I really stress on that. And also, before the dark, you should be home from school. If you're doing some activity in school, you have to inform me ahead of time so that I will be not worried you going home late. And at so far, my daughter only broke it once, and I really make her suffer for breaking the rules. I didn't open the door for like half an hour and tell her, you want to go home late and dark, then you stay outside for half an hour, and then hey, there's no light outside, it's just totally dark. So I think she get afraid, and then she was crying. After that, I told her, you can inside the house now, but remember, don't break the rules. So after that, she never break the rules, and she's aware that in it's time, when it's getting dark, she has to go home. And people were surprised when they saw me, when they saw her that hurrying up or reminding me it's time to go home. It's getting dark. I said, oh, but I told her it's really she's applying it, which just makes me happy as well. And I told her to do something like washing the dishes. I don't really have headache. Just one word. Sometimes she will delay me, like she's busy chatting with her friends in Discord. So I'm not really that strict. Okay, I said okay, but don't forget to do it after some time. And after some time, she do it without reminding her. It's really amazing that discipline really works if you are really consistent. And then some people ask me about the CapCut uh, video editor. It's actually easy to use. There's a what I did is that how do I edit my videos? First, I took the video like I'm talking now like I'm talking. There's a part of the CapCut that you have to write down all the one things that you want to do, like it's a prompter, and then you just keep reading it and while looking at the camera. And after that, I edit the video, add something or add some pictures or overlay, and I made a fairy video out of it. People were wonder how I did it. I just shoot the Barbie doll. I put string on it, making like it's flying. Then I remove the background and turn it into dark. And then I just added wings and then try and use the editors like the moving to make them move. Anyway, the technique is just to explore the CapCut. Any bottom you see there, try to uh, push it and see how it works. It is really a very good video editor. And also, I read one people asking why you have to train an infant. Come on, if you don't train them early, when are you going to start training them? Yeah, people will not agree with me, but when are you going to start training them? And then when they make some major mistakes. You even deny that you're part of that mistakes, when actually you are really part, because they're not adult yet, they're a child. What you feed them, what you show them, what you teach them, they are coming from you. Who will do that except you as a parent? So if you start early, you are really starting to have the foundation. So it's very important to start early. And you would later on, you will not suffer. In my experience, I never suffered so much sleepless night because I train her to wake up daytime and sleep in the nighttime. So yeah, we cannot force our beliefs to other people. I'm just talking from my experience. Also, what else I want to talk about? Uh, I don't sing. Don't expect me to sing. I I don't know. I can sing in the church, of course, all the congregational singer. But anyway, I'm not singing here. I just want to talk about parenting, my experience, and about health also. Yes, ho- nutrition. Uh, I start feeding my child food when she was 6 months. I start with boiling the rice, uh, and mashing the fruits, vegetables. I never give her sweets when she was an infant, because my sister told me that. I'll thank my sister. She's living in Sweden now. She really taught me a lot because she was a mother first, and in Sweden they really teach the mother how to grow their kids, how to feed them. They're really very good at primary health care, preventing diseases. Anyway, so what she told me, that never to feed your child sweets or sugary food because it will destroy the appetite, which is true because really my daughter eats all kinds of vegetables. She even eat this bitter gourd or ampalaya. It's really amazing. And even this okra that is very slimy, she enjoys eating it when she was like 2 years old. Anything you put in her mouth, she will eat it. She will not. She's not very choosy. But one day, my sister came for a vacation, and she brought lots of sweets, chocolates, of course. When it's a Filipino tradition, we always bring pasalubong or gifts from abroad. So she didn't feed my daughter sweets. I don't even nobody feed my daughter sweets until my other sister. In order to bribe my daughter to come to her, she give her chocolate. My back is turned, I didn't realize that. Then I was wondering why my daughter is not eating food anymore during lunch or dinner. So I said, why she's not eating? Why her appetite changed? Then because I did never show to me, because I told them no, not allowed to eat, not allowed to give her sweets. So only when I turn my back, both of them is feeding my daughter chocolate. So only find out why my daughter is not eating food anymore. It came out from my sister. She told me I give her chocolates in order to bribe her to come to me. I said, "Oh my!" That's the time that my daughter, I think, is 3 to 4 years old, between 3 to 4 years old at that time. So then I realized, oh, you destroyed her appetite for normal food, for healthy food. So it's really that after that, my daughter become choosy. If the food is not tasty, she doesn't like it. If it's bland, she even eats spicy food, but when it's bland, she will not appreciate the food. And then uh, and feeding vegetable after that is really difficult because vegetable are a it's I think vegetable, the texture and The taste, if you don't know how to cook it properly, it will not be very tasty. So maybe you have to fry it. Yeah, deep fried vegetable. If you like it. Anyway, she prefers to eat sweets, and until now she does. And the sweets, when she eat it, it lowers down her resistance. She will get silly sneezing and runny nose and cold. So I told her, don't eat so much sweets. Just eat it. Control yourself. And until now, she likes sweets. Anyway, so I really advise parents to don't give your child sweets or sugary food. It really destroys their appetite for other food. Okay, what else I want to talk about? Uh, I know. Okay. Ooh. Can I take a break from talking? Just talk for half an hour. Okay, be right back. I'm going to drink water. Okay, I'm back. So about oh, you may wonder why I'm thin. Yeah, is it due to keto diet? I having this keto diet 3 years back. It really helps me lose weight. I used to be 75 kilograms, but now I'm 56. Yeah, it's like I'm still 56 for 3 years now. I start losing weight after 1 or 2 months on keto diet, and the thing with the keto diet is that you really need to be consistent. It's just anything else. Just consistency is the key. So it's really difficult because I like eating pizza, and flour, wheat flour. Really, it's one of the taste, one of the best for me. One of the best carbs is flour. You can do anything of it. Make bread, cakes, etc. Make pizza dough. So sometimes I miss I want I crave actually. So I make pizza, and it's difficult to eat just one slice anyway. Sometimes I cheat on my diet. And now for past few days I make dumplings. I like dumplings so much, especially if you fry it. Anyway, and then I realized the thing with the carbs is that if you eat a lot and in your keto diet, you will and you will suffer some pain. Like I used to get acidity in my stomach, so I used to do some intermittent fasting. But when I eat carbs, I don't do intermittent fasting because it will make your stomach increase acidity, and sometimes it get the pain, burning pain. So when you cheat and eat carbs, you have to eat 3 times a day, and then slowly until your body get back to keto diet. Uh, then you can do fasting. Anyway, if you want to learn about keto diet, you can watch it in the YouTube. I watch. Dr. Jason Fong. He's a nephrologist. He's very good at it. He will explain the keto diet and then about diabetes. Uh, Also, Dr. Ekberg, Dr. Berg, and some other doctor believes in keto diet. Actually, it's really good if you like meat. I like meat so much, so keto diet is no problem to me. But it's and they said it's just not just they said that keto is just eating fats and meat. No, you have to eat also vegetable, but you have to learn to see how much carbs in the vegetable, and then also you can eat fruits, but you have to learn how much carbs is there in the fruit. You need to do some research. It's easy. You can just use to Google it anyway. So what else I have to talk about? Um, What else? Ooh, about YouTube. Oh yeah, we've been planning to me and my daughter were planning to make videos long time ago. But we are too lazy to learn how to do the editing, and we're not really serious before. But then one day I just dawned on me, well, I have, I mean, I cannot go back to work anymore during the COVID. I realized I want to go back to work in the US. They really paid so much money during the COVID time. But my daughter said, who will take care of me and my uncle? So I said, oh, yeah. Then I was thinking, in a way, we have money, but in order to make the money last longer, Uh, I have savings, but I mean, I my daughter is going to college soon, so I said, okay, what am I gonna do? I can work or do business. Then I realized, why don't I just try to work in YouTube or in the internet? And so daughter suggested, why don't you like doing writing scripts? Why don't you find a job doing writing scripts for YouTubers? So I said, good idea. Then I said, why don't I make my own video first and see how it works? So I started like that because of my daughter encouraging me. So some people suggest that I do the cooking video. Yeah, but I'm not a cook expert or a chef. I mean, yeah, I did lots of cooking. I cook our food. I make pizza. I prefer to make my own food than going out, unless it's really when you're celebrating or when in a hurry, then you eat outside. But I prefer to eat at home because I know what I'm putting in the food, um, and I can make it the way I want, the taste, the way I want it to taste like. So I make my own food. It's just that I'm not really comfortable facing the camera, cooking food. Anyway, so I started with the funny thing is that I started my video with that because I don't want to face the camera. I use the stuffed toys of my daughter. My daughter have lots of stuffed toys and dolls, and so she outgrew them, and we just there in the back. So I said, okay, why don't I just use this instead of me in the camera? And then yeah, that's the first video I made. It's so crazy, and the songs that I composed. Actually, I composed those rap poem. I call them rap poem because it's a rapping and the poem is poem at the same time because they rhyme. Anyway, I call them rap poem. Madam said, okay. Uh, so we did it the rap with the AI. She is the one told me, oh, let's use the AI to accompaniment because we cannot play drums and anything in this instrument. So she said, why don't we just use the AIs to accompany us? So we did it, and yeah, it's there on my old videos. Also, what else I want to talk about? Mm, oh, the DIY thing. Yeah, those DIYs. Just I was thinking, ooh, I make this sack dress of the doll dress out of a sack. Uh, it's just I was looking at the sack. I said, these are old socks. What am I gonna do with them? My daughter outgrew them, and some of them are loose. So then maybe I can make dress out of it. So I tried first, and then, ooh, no need to sew. Just put some holes and glue, and I said, oh, this is a good idea. So I made the video out of it, and it was fun. Still, the dress is there, but I stopped. I don't do. I stopped decorating them now because I'm busy reading about my content. Anyway, maybe later I'll do it again. So at the moment, I stopped decorating doll dress. I concentrated more on my parenting control, parenting content. Then what else I want to talk about? This the origami. It was my daughter's idea. She did so many origami, but now she stopped doing it. She's now busy with her new hobby is doing the crochet. She did better than me. Look, she can even make this nice flower. See that? Okay, she made this flower. Oh, well, also she do some painting like this abstract painting. I don't know how to put this anyway because the light. Yeah, she did this painting, abstract painting. Anyway, she likes doing abstract painting. She's very good at it. And then what else I want to talk about? We're still that still 43 minutes I've been talking. Oh, yeah, books. My daughter said I'm a bookworm. Yes, I love reading books. I started reading when I was very young. I can't remember who. I think it's because this I love reading stories, books, and we have a lot of them at home. And also started from I started from my mom. She used to have this kind of story books. She read to us, and then that hooks me on reading. And then what else? I really encourage my daughter to read, but it's different in their time. Everything is you can watch it in the YouTube. Everything is there in the internet. I don't know. She doesn't like reading like I do, but anyway, she prefer listening it to stories. She spend most of her time uh, actually listening to stories in YouTube, people talking, and then I watch her and observe her. I told her, you can what you listen, you can read it, and then you can have more imagination if you read it. But it's just different. So I cannot force my ideas. Where I never force my ideas or my dreams or on my daughter. I tried it once. I remember. I we're not. I came from a family of just a normal family. My father was uh, a seaman. Uh, he, he works in the ship, and my mom, she has a small business. So, but we are so many children, six children in the family. So I want to learn piano really when I was in grade school, but we cannot afford it. It's so expensive. So I just I'm a music teacher. She's teaching piano, and we have a subject. So she plays piano. She teach us, but it's just for few hours. I mean, for once music subject once a week. So you cannot learn so much. She told us that if you're really interested to learn, I can give you some tutorials, but I we have to pay her, of course, so I cannot afford to pay her at that time. So I just keep on dreaming that someday I'm gonna play piano. So when my daughter, when she was young, I enroll her in a piano class because my dream, so you cannot really put your dream on your child. It's really bad idea because they're different kind of person. They have their own individuality. Anyway, so I enrolled in a piano class, and you know what she did? She kept complaining that her fingers are hurting. She was not really interested. It's only me who is interested. It's all my dream. So I told her, if you don't want to learn, okay, let's stop it. So after that, I learned that your parenting, you can learn from your mistakes. So I learned that you cannot put your dreams on your kids or pressure them to do your dreams. They have their own life to live. You already live your life. Deal with it. uh, you cannot make them do your dreams, or you cannot push them to do your dreams for you. They have their own life to live. So anyway, so that's what I learned. So after that, I didn't push her to do anything. I want her to learn this martial art like taekwondo, but she doesn't want. I said, "Well, it's for self-defense." She said, "I already know how. I learned it from YouTube." So I know how to take precaution, how to know how to this defense thing. So okay, so if she doesn't want, I don't force her. I People think that I am relaxed, that I don't pressure my daughter, or I don't push her. I don't. I realized, why would you push your child if they don't want to do anything? They will just hate you or resent you for forcing them to do these things. It will just destroy your relationship. So they think that my daughter doesn't have that, no, is not motivated. I mean, she have her own way of learning. I try to push her or pressure her to learn, and she never learned from me. So I teach her to read early, and she resisted so much, and causing the trouble that she had, because she's trying to be independent and hate me forcing her to read. And it takes time for her to read. She start reading at age of 7 nicely, because at 3 years old I tried to pressure her to read because I you know I want her to be like her cousin who start reading at 3 to 4 years old. But you cannot really, you cannot compare kids. Please stop comparing your kids or to other kids, or to your family kids, or other any kids, or any, not to even yourself. Don't don't compare, because they are different kind of persons. They have their own individuality. So to your kid will resent you. Maybe you think, I don't know, maybe you can accept the resentment, but for me, I can't. I mean, I need to build a good relationship with my daughter. I am a kind of person who values relationship. So I cannot let her resent me because of me forcing her to learn things, or pressuring her to be excelled in academics. I know I want her to excel in academics, but I learned that you cannot force anyone. especially your child to do things that you think it's good for them. I know it's good for them, but forcing them to excel and valuing achievements rather than a good behavior. So I realized I prefer good behavior. I prefer that my daughter obeys me. I prefer that I'm growing a person who respect other people. I prefer to have a child who had a good relationship with her friends, who values her friends value her. I prefer that kind of person. Uh, I prefer that she's not rude, that she knows how to talk to other people. I prefer that. And I prefer that she can be assertive. Uh, they, the, what else? Anyway, so I prefer her that she's not misbehaving, causing embarrassment to me. I know if your kids cause embarrassment to you, it's because you didn't train them well. If you don't want to get embarrassed, be consistent. Train them well. Teach him what is right or wrong. Uh, and stop yelling at them. Stop saying negative words or undermine them or make them feel bad by those hurtful words. You know, these are not, I don't know if these are not normal things. I mean, these are not good. Just imagine you be, put yourself on their shoes, or sympathize and empathize. If people will make you feel bad by undermining you or putting you down, you feel bad too. So, why would you do that to your kid? Anyway, some people didn't even realize that they're doing that to a kid. And thank God that I realize it soon. Otherwise, my kid will be, you know, maybe she will not be obedient or respectful as she is now if I didn't realize my mistakes. So we're not perfect as a parent, but we should learn from our mistake, have an insight on our behavior. I mean, you just keep on complaining to your friends that your kids like that, but you know, but did you ever think that it's all coming from you? It's all coming because they see you what you're doing, see how you behave. They model you. So your until your kid becomes an adult, it's all about you. So if you hate them because they are bad, this is all your reflection. Unless there's something wrong with their organic problem in the brain or whatever problem is there in the brain or behavior problem, it's mostly it's all coming from you. Some so so if you saw something in your kids that you think it's not good, you have to look at yourself. Did I do this? Is this coming from me? You have to look inside yourself. Is it you okay, you can deny it, but come on, your child lives with you. So you grow that child and then you wonder what happened, why the child is like that, and then you just blame other people or blame the child itself. These are not adults, these are children. They model you. They admire you. They like put you on a pedestal. They want your attention. They want your approval. They are like, for kids, you are like their god. So if they behave badly, you have to think. You have to ask yourself, is this behavior coming from me? If you cannot have an insight on that, well, hopefully you do. I mean, hopefully you realize. Anyway, as a parents, we're not perfect. We, and don't pretend you're perfect. I mean, children should learn that my parents or my mom, my dad is not perfect. If you pretend that perfect and then one day you made mistake and the kids see it, it will disappoint them, you know. So don't pretend you're perfect. If you make mistakes, say sorry. I do that. I don't pretend that I'm perfect. And I don't pretend or act that I'm always right. I make mistakes, I say sorry to my child. So what you learn is that being humble and say sorry if you make mistake. And you learn that my mom is not perfect, my parents, my dad is not perfect. We are human beings. And the most important thing is that you learn from your mistake, say sorry, and next time don't do it again. If you keep on doing it, something is wrong with you. Come on. Keep doing the same mistake all over again. You're not learning. Eh, Actually, it's stupidity. I don't want to say this, but if you're not if you keep doing the same thing and you know it's like a circle, you don't need to deviate or do something to change the pattern. It's not healthy. You know it's not healthy. Why you keep doing it? Really? Anyway, so as a parent, learn from a mistake and try to correct it. We are growing a human being, not a pet, not a cat, not a dog, not a bird, a person who will affect other people. If you grow a bad person, it really affects them, other people, if they steal, who's affected? Of course, other people. Maybe it's steal from you, then you'll be affected. Anyway, if they create crime, they will affect the community, the society. So why don't we try to grow a good kid, a good person that will be useful in the community? And it's our really responsible to grow our kid to be a good person. God give us uh, this responsibility. So make good out of it. Okay, 2 more minutes. Really, I just I just want to say thank you for my daughter for encouraging me to do this YouTube thing. And of course, thank God for the wisdom to learn from my mistakes, to try to be a good person. And yeah, I'm not perfect. I I have a bad attitude. I never told my daughter that I really hold grudges. I try to I try to change it, but it's so difficult, especially when you're trying to do good things and then people think the other way around. You try to do good, and then uh, they they think that you're doing bad or trying to harm them. It's really painful, and I hold grudges on that. Really, and it takes time for me to mm, forget. They say that forgiving is easy, but forgetting is hard, which is true. It's easy to say you forgive, but forgetting is takes time, especially for me I I hold grudges. Really. Anyway, I lift up to God. I really try to change that, but it's so difficult. I have no excuse. um, okay. What else I want to say? Mm, but just yeah. I would like to thank my supporters. Uh, Thank you so much for watching my video. Um, Thank you so much for. I know it's boring. The topic is boring. That's why I don't. I only try to make them less than 10 minutes because a topic like this, you really need to listen, and some maybe cannot understand my accent, especially. So or cannot understand English, you can. There's a translator in in YouTube in the settings. Anyway, so that's the reason why I don't make long video content because the topic is can be boring, and I want to inject some humor, but it's difficult because the topic is too serious. My daughter was saying, uh, "How you will inject humor?" So when she makes her, she makes her gaming channel. What I did is that I edit the shorts, and then she was laughing. But I did. See, I told her I can be funny too. Anyway, it's 1 hour now. So thank you for watching this live stream. Hopefully, I can make another one. So I want to say good night. Bye. I've been talking for so long, and then